was going to drink, and I went.
On your body like there's no one at the party, just me and you and these empty cups. If you wanna.
So yeah, I'm gonna be telling you my appendix story. I'm just gonna get on into the video now about my appendix and how it started and how my stomach was hurting. And okay, let's go. This was like November. I'm in September right now. It's been over like a year almost with me not having an appendix. Okay, so it first started Monday. I had school, right? Went to school, it was fine. Tuesday, my stomach was hurting so bad. Like, you don't understand how bad it hurt. It was worse than cramps. I couldn't even walk. I could barely walk. Like, it was insane. Your girl had to stay home. I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, I was like, I can barely walk. I was like, I'm staying home because my stomach is killing me. Like, I'm slouching when I walk. And she's like I go back to sleep. Not really back to sleep. And I get a text because I turned my ringer on just to see if she texts me so I could look at the text. So, like, I heard the ring and I woke up and I was like, I looked over. She said, like, I asked if I could stay home. She said yes. Bitch, I went back to sleep. It was hurting so much, and it was like, let me show you. It was like right here on this side, the left side. It was hurting so bad, and when I pushed in, it would like stop hurting. So I was like, that's so weird. Like, that's not cramps, you know? They can be cramps because I didn't have my period. Next day comes by, stomach was hurting again, and I was like, oh no. I was like, Mom, my stomach is hurting the same thing, like right here. Like, it hurts so bad, it's not even cramps. And I'm blessed that she let me stay home. This was Wednesday, right? She let me stay home. She was like, okay, I have to call a doctor's appointment, let me know if the whole day, if I come home and it's still hurting, I'm setting a doctor's appointment, whatever. She said doctor's appointment. We went at like 6:37ish, and we went to the doctor's. I'm not gonna say what doctors, you know, because I'm so famous and I don't want anyone to go to my doctor's. You're wondering what this is? It's for my eyebrows. Oh my god, my knee just cracked. They were making me do some like exercise. They checked my urine.
Bruh.
I don't know why I'm not pregnant. Like, what the okay, whatever. When I jumped, it was hurting really bad. Like, I couldn't even jump. I was like, no. I was like, I'm not gonna like die, no. And she's like, all right, it might be her appendix. I was like, what the hell is an appendix? Like, I didn't even know what it was. Like, that's how uneducated I was last year. Anyways, she said I needed to go to the ER, and I was like, is it that serious? So I went to the ER, the hospital. We were waiting, and honestly, okay, weird story, right? I mean, this is like a part of the story. So we were sitting and waiting for like someone to call our names, you know, so we could get our like me checked or whatever. And there's a guy there, like a grown man, like over 40, yeah, over 40, 45 years old, I think. He's literally saying, I should kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. And the policemen, 2 policemen are there, and he's like, I'm just gonna kill myself. And then he's like, you stay here for a week, like, you can't. He's like, why do you want to kill yourself? The policemen are asking him, why do you want to kill yourself? They should put him in a freaking hospital. He's saying that he's gonna kill himself, but the policemen were like, why are you want to kill yourself? And then he's like, you stayed. I heard someone say you already stay here for a week. And I was like, he lived in this hospital for a week. That's tea. Anyways, I was like, me and my mom were like, what the hell? And it was only me and my mom, right? I didn't think it was that serious, right? So after that happened, that guy left. He was insane. They called our names, and we went to the thing to check my, you know, they put that blood thingy, and it like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It like squeezes your arm. Blood pressure, I think it's called. It's like your blood pressure thing. And they did that. They checked my temperature, like, they put like, I don't know, thermometer or whatever. And I think, how do I not remember this? So, whatever, we had to go to a room or whatever, like upstairs where the kids section was, because I was only 16, right? So we go up to our room. It was just like a small room, you know. Some guy puts a needle in my arm, you know, like the little needles that stays in you. So he put it in. Right when he put it in, I got, what is it? I got lightheaded. Oh my god, it was so weird. I got so lightheaded and I felt dizzy. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? It was so weird. Like, I never had like a needle like inside me. You like, I don't know what those needles things are that just stays in you, you know, like that. But I was just sitting there, right? They gave me some socks. My sisters gave me some, like, they went home, got some blankets. My pillow pet was like, oh, my pillow pet. My pillow pet means everything to me. Her name's Dolphy. Wow, look at that glow. I think it was like 8 o'clock now, and everyone came besides my brother. Everyone left or whatever because my sister still had school. It was Thursday next day, so they still had school. My mom had work. My dad didn't, so my dad stayed. Yeah, my dad stayed, and so did my mom. My mom didn't want to leave. I literally said to her, I was like, Mom, I was like, go to work. I mean, go home, go sleep. I was like, Dad could stay because he doesn't have work. He took off, so I don't understand why my mom stayed, you know. I mean, I understand because like I was in the hospital, but like she could have like went home. We stayed there. It was at like 12 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. They put this, oh my god, this hurts so bad. I remember they put like this needle thingy. It was like a little prick thingy, like when you get your finger prick. It felt like that, and it was like a band-aid thingy attached to the IV thingy. I don't know. I'm so uneducated. So they had that. I think it was for your blood pressure, but like it hurt so bad. I remember the pain. Oh my god, I literally was almost, I was trying to take it off, or like at least get it a little bit loose because it was hurting so bad. You don't understand. Like when I would try to go to sleep, every 5 minutes I would hear beep, beep, beep. Literally that stupid thing for the blood pressure thing, it would go like down and then it would go up. When it would go up, it would like beep, or down or whatever. One of them, if it was, I'm not sure, but like whenever it would go down or up, it would like beep so loud for like 5 minutes and then it would stop. For another 5 minutes it would go and then stop. It was so annoying and I couldn't sleep. Like the doctors put a curtain around me. Oh no, this was before. So people came in, they were like, okay, I guess it was like, where's like hurting or whatever. I showed them where it hurt. They were like, oh, might be your appendix, we're gonna have to get you a CAT scan. I was like, they said an ultrasound too. They said I need to drink as much fluid, so they put an IV like in my thing so I could digest, I mean, so I can have like my stomach filled up with water, so they could do the ultrasound on me. Oh my god, this part's crazy, right? So they attached the IV on me so I could drink a whole thing of the gallon of water, I guess. And I thought I was full. I don't know. I didn't even eat. I literally remember I had Doritos that whole day and that's it. I wouldn't get like, I don't get like that hungry anymore. But like I remember I had like 2 Dorito chips. Keep in mind, okay? And this was at like 12 a.m. And I was like, so I can't eat anything. I can't have a Gatorade. They got me Gatorade and I'm really thirsty. I'm really hungry. They were like, no, you can't eat. You just need liquid. They leave. They say, actually, yeah, they say, remind me when you, honestly, I'm not sure. I think this was 8 o'clock. I know this story's like all around, but I think this was 8 o'clock when they put all this stuff in me and said, I need an ultrasound. They put the IV. So I drank a whole thing of water. Not really drank, but you know. So I had the whole thing of that water. I got it inside me and I was like, my mom was like, do you feel full yet? And I was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna wait until this because I don't really know if I feel full, you know? Not sure. I was like, okay, maybe I could do the ultrasound now because I feel kind of full. I'm not sure, like, I don't know, I'm not really drinking the water, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, just tell them to come in for the ultrasound. So this lady comes in. She looked like she was in a pissed off mood, first of all. She comes in, she has all the stuff ready. I can't see because I wanted to see what it looked like on the freaking computer thing, what my insides look like, you know, because it's my insides. Ay, qué lindo! I thought that was cheeky for a second. She puts my shirt up or whatever, and she puts like the cream on. It was hot. What am I saying? Everyone says it's cold, but it was actually pretty warm. And she rubs it on me, and she's like, literally 5 seconds after that, she's like, you're not full. And I was like, bitch, are you okay? She looks at me. She was rude, okay? She was like, you're not full yet. You need another one. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And so my mom was like, there's I had to drink another thing of the stupid water. Another lady comes in for the ultrasound. I was like, oh, thank God. So she comes in, she looks, and I don't really remember what happens here. Like, I honestly forgot some of the stuff. So she looks, and she's like, yeah, she's probably gonna need, it kind of looks like it is her appendix, so we're gonna have to like get her a CAT scan or whatever. They take me to get a CAT scan. Well, I'm only there with my dad. I think my mom went home to get something, and I went, this was, I think 10 or 11 ish, and I go to the CAT scan. Not really sure. I don't really have my phone that much, and I barely had service. It sucked. So this was all on Wednesday, right? And I go to the CAT scan. They roll me, and you go into the room, and it's like this thing, this white thing that goes like that. It's like a tunnel, and then there's like a thing. It's like a little roller thing. You know what I mean? So it's like that, and I sit on it. They're like, okay, let me know when you're ready or whatever. Like, we listen to everything that like I say, or the recording. I don't know. It was what he said. It was like, so you're gonna go in. When I tell you to take a deep breath, hold it, and then when I say let go, then let go. I was like, okay. So I did everything, and then we go back. It was actually pretty scary because I was like in the thing, and they were like checking like my, I don't know if it was like an x-ray. Yeah, I think a CAT scan was like an x-ray. So they did that, and I go back in my room with my dad, and me and my mom, my dad are just in there, and at 12 in the morning, or 1 in the morning, because like, they cover the curtain things, so like, you know, the hallway lights in the hospital are like bright. There's always lights there. They covered me so I could go to sleep. I was gonna go to sleep, and my stupid freaking blood pressure thing was going up and then high, and it would freaking go off every 5 minutes. I go back in my room, I go to sleep, and then right when I fall asleep, the guy freaking, he opens the curtain really fast, and he's like, she has appendicitis. And I wake up, my mom wakes up, and my dad wakes up, and I'm like, what the hell is that? You don't really need your appendix. It just like, he says I have appendicitis, and my mom's like, okay, like, what do we need to do? Oh, and then he says she needs surgery tomorrow. It was the scariest thing. I was like, I don't even know if I could do surgery. Like, I'm so freaked out. What if I don't wake up? Like, it's gonna hurt. Like, I never been through surgery, you know? So whatever, they're done talking, and he's like, okay, like, we're gonna send you to your room. I was like, my room? I was like, oh, I get a room. I get my own room. They roll me to this room. It's so cute. It has like, I guess I'll insert like a video. I felt like an old lady, to be honest, because I had this gown. Like, for like, after that day, I had to put on this gown. Go to sleep, wake up, and this was Thursday morning, and they say I need surgery at 10. So I think I woke up at like 6 or 7-ish, like at the hospital. Like, you can't, like, this was actually the arm. I don't know why I keep doing this one, but it was my left arm that had the needle inside, and my IV and stuff was right there, so I had to sleep like this. I could only lay like this. I can't lay on this side. I can't leave comfortable, because if I would bend this, like, it would be sore. You know, I have never had that inside me, and it hurts. Literally, I still couldn't eat. They didn't let me. But I did eat, like, I think after my surgery. I couldn't eat for a day. It was the weirdest thing. Like, so people come in, and they're checking up on me and whatever. Hello. Thank you. So people are checking up on me. No, this was like before. So, I think my sisters go to school, but they leave early because my mom or dad picks them up, and they come to see me, and they bring me candy or what. I think they bring me like chips or something. They said I had heart surgery about like 10 or 11. I think it was like 9-ish, 10. So that time comes around. They give me like a paper, like a paper that has like a couple pages with it, and about like an appendix, or like what's gonna happen, how's it gonna happen, what time, like what everything is, what they're gonna do. I'm reading it. I was like, I have to know what the hell they're gonna do to me. They say that they have a tube down my throat, right? And they say that for me to breathe. You know what I mean? And they have for me to breathe, and then they say they have to put something in my vagina. I'm sorry, this is TMI, but they have to put something in my vagina, and it's like the little hole that you pee in. They have to put like a little tiny tube where you pee in for that, so I can pee or whatever. Oh, and by the way, my appendix almost bursted. Basically, it was infected because I remember I didn't poop for like 2 days. So that's a bad sign. And obviously you have to poop like every day, but like I guess it was blocking it was blocked by my appendix or whatever, that it couldn't go down. So that's why like you know, my appendix was like infected or whatever. They're gonna put me on anesthesia. I'm gonna feel dizzy. I'm gonna go to sleep a couple hours until I wake up. After the surgery, I'm gonna have an oxygen thing and mask in my like mouth right here, like you know those things that I have right here that help me breathe. They said my lips gonna be swollen. My throat is, I'm gonna feel like I have a sore throat. I'm gonna feel a little dizzy because of, I mean not dizzy, like drowsy, I guess you can say, because of the anesthesia is still gonna be in my system for a couple more hours. They gave me some drugs to help like my stomach not hurt anymore, and like so like every like one day, I guess every day they give me like the thing in my arm. They always put it in my arm, you know, because it injects like everywhere. My mom's friend comes. My mom, my dad is there. My grandma's there. My grandma's friend. And my aunt. They're all there. They're all like, hey, so how are you doing? Ready for surgery? I was like, honestly, I'm not. So, and she puts it on Facebook and she's like, my little Isra, E is going to surgery or whatever. My surgeon was like, he was Korean, I guess. My grandma was hitting on him and I was like, please, grandma, just stop. Like, all of them. My mom's friend, my grandma, my aunt. And I was like, this is uncomfortable as hell. He's talking to me about how everything's gonna happen. I was like, yeah, I read it like twice, whatever, the paper. And I was freaked out. Everything's gonna go great. We're gonna put you in the anesthesia in a few minutes. Like, if you have any questions, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nope. I just want to get this over with. He says we're actually gonna staple it after. We're gonna have staples. We're having pictures of it. They actually put the anesthesia in me. He was like, okay, you ready? I was like, not really. They put the anesthesia in me. I'm only wearing this gown so they could do the surgery, whatever. This was at like 10, I think-ish. 9:40, 10, I think. And they put the anesthesia in me and I feel dizzy. And I'm like, wait, so... And then I start laughing. And I remember me laughing. I can't even open my eyes. I'm like... Ugh. So, my eyes shut. I woke up kind of dizzy. Like, I felt like I couldn't even open my eyes. It was like... And then I woke up. And I look around. I look and no one's by me, and I was like, oh my god, where is my mom? Where's my dad? I didn't say anything because I had the oxygen mask inside of me. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, I have the oxygen mask inside me. I was like, I don't remember anything. I was like, how long have I been out? I had so much questions. So my nurse comes and I'm like, I turn my whole head. I look at her. She looks at me and she's like, I'm gonna get your mom. And I was like, okay. No, I couldn't say anything because I had the freaking oxygen mask inside me. I was like, and then I guess my mom was in the other room, like outside where like no one could be in there. So she goes to get my mom, my dad. My mom and my dad come. They're like, and my dad and my mom see me with this freaking mask and they take it off. My lip was, I felt my lip like this. Like it was like Kylie Jenner. It was so big. I felt it like I was like, and then my throat was sore. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, that's so weird. But when I woke up, I couldn't move my hands. So like right when I woke up, I had this arm had the blood pressure thing, the one that tightens, and I couldn't move that because it was freaking hurting and my stomach was hurting. I tried to touch my stomach. I was like it was hurting so bad after. I was like, oh my god, did I actually have surgery? I'm scared to look at it. I'm scared. My arm had the blood pressure thing. Oh, look at my brow bone highlight. Wow, look at my highlight. I'm glowing. The needle was in here and this whole arm was sore. Everything. And like I couldn't like do anything. I can barely bend this because it hurts. You know, it could like, I don't know, it just hurts when I do that. So I couldn't move both my arms. And she takes it off me. My lip is like, it's like huge, you know? Like I feel like it's huge, but it was like sucking, you know, it was sucking my lips. So it was just like, my throat was, it felt like I had a cough and I was like, oh, that's so weird. Like it literally said, I was like, that is so weird. Like all this stuff is like true. And my mom just found out after that they had to put like a tube like in my vagina. And I was like, Mom, you did not read. So my dad actually asks me, he's like, how are you feeling? I was like, I couldn't even talk. My dad literally said I couldn't talk at all. I was like I couldn't even speak. It was so weird. The anesthesia was still inside my system, and I just couldn't speak. It was weird, you know. They take me back to my room after. This is, I think I was like, how long have I been like sleeping? How long has this been going on? My mom was like 2 hours. I was like, I think it was 12 or almost 1 that it was over, whatever. And I go back to my room and I was like, where's my mom's friend's name is Aisha. I was like, where's Aisha? Where's grandma? Where's Titi Rosie? And she's like, oh, they left. They had to go to work or whatever. And my cousin, he came alone. I was like still a little drowsy from the anesthesia, and I guess I needed to pee. I remember I needed to pee, and he was there, right? My dad wasn't there. It was just my mom, and I think my dad was picking up my sister. The way I needed to pee is that they have a bathroom in my room, and I had to pee in this little bucket thing so they could test my pee. I don't know why. I'm not pregnant. I told you that, and you checked my pee like 3 times. So I was so sore, and I looked at it. I'll insert a picture right here. I'll show you how it looks like now. They actually had to, they actually had to have, wait, hold on. I don't know if this is TMI, but right there was my first injection, and then the second one was right here. These two are kind of fading away. That's the other one, and then my belly button under. This one left a scar, and that one's gonna stay a scar forever, and it looked disgusting. It looked like someone put like jelly or jam on my belly button. I needed to pee, so my mom helped. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything by myself, so it gets even worse. So I get up, my mom pulls me up, and I'm like, I'm trying to breathe, you know. And my mom was like, okay, you could take your time or whatever. I'm like, okay. So because I could barely walk, you know. I had surgery. It was like so much, and I'm just like so little. I'm so fragile, you know. I get up, and just reminder, I was a teen coach, so I couldn't coach, you know. So my twin sister Karina, she had to go like at like 6:30 ish until like 9. They had practice. 6:30 to 8:30 they had practice. We were teen coaches, right? But I couldn't go, you know. We had practice like Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so I didn't go to practice Tuesday or Thursday, right? My mom was like, okay, I can help you up. I was like, Mom, I don't think you could help me pick me up. I told my cousin to come, and he helped me because he's stronger. My mom's so little, you know. I don't feel like she couldn't, like, I felt like honestly, I felt like if she would have picked me up, I would have fell on the floor, and it would have been horrible. So he helped me, both of them. I went in the bathroom, I sat down. Oh my God, it was horrible. I felt like I was gonna throw up. It was so bad. Wait, I think this was Friday. No, actually that was Friday. Thursday, I don't remember what. That was such a waste of like the story. Okay, I'm sorry. Thursday, right? Everyone came. My other mom's friend with her daughter came, and she didn't really like to look. She didn't look at me. Like, we're so close, but she didn't really look at me because I get it. Like, every time I'm at the hospital and I see someone like a cousin or whatever, like sick, like badly, I get uncomfortable. I'm like, I can't see this. Like, it's sad, you know. I get. She was like scared to look at me. I was trying to joke with her or whatever. Like but aunt came after my surgery. This is my aunt that came before my surgery. She came after her. My grandma. They got me some gifts. My brother got me 4 things cookie dough bites when I came home. It was funny, and yeah. So that was all Thursday. Thursday was weird. No, Thursday I had to walk around, right? And I got up and I was like, okay, I need to start walking around, right? So my mom and dad held me. I had to carry the IV the whole time with me. It was attached to my freaking needle with the IV, right? So I had to walk around like that, around the whole, like, it wasn't like really big. It was just like a circle around the hospital by where I was, and I was just like taking, like, I went 1 round and then I went back, and then the next day, Friday, I went 2 rounds, right? So I walked around. I felt like a grandma. I was wearing like a gown, socks. My hair wasn't even done. My makeup. Oh my God, I looked like a mess, like a whole wreck. Like, if you think this is a wreck, girl, imagine me with no makeup and like my hair curly and like not done for like 2 days. So I couldn't take a shower for 2 days. It sucked. Actually, I did brush my teeth. My nose is so itchy. Friday was actually my spaghetti dinner for the team that I was coaching for, right? And I was like, I need to go to the spaghetti dinner. I was like, so can I get out tomorrow? They said you could get out tomorrow, right? And I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I could make it to the spaghetti dinner because it was at night. So Friday comes around, I wake up, and that was actually the only day I slept. So I woke up. I don't know if they give me anything like for breakfast, but I know they give me chicken, they give me rice, they give me a whole behind meal, and I eat it all. I ate more than half of it. I didn't eat everything, but it was just hospital food isn't even that good. But like, Friday comes around, whatever, and I need to go to the bathroom, and they said if I throw up, that's it. Like, I have to stay another day or like the weekend. I was like, oh hell no, because I had competition. I had to this competition Sunday for like the big competition of my team that I was coaching for. So I was like, I can't miss this competition. I was like, I can't. My cousin, my mom was the only one there. They helped me up. I sit in the bathroom. That was it. Like, I peed. I felt like my face get pale. Like, you know when you feel like hot? Like, I felt my face getting pale. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just felt it getting pale, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna throw up. My dad comes in and he holds me. He literally holds me. I have my head on his stomach, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, please don't throw up, please don't throw up. Because they said if I throw up, I stay another day. I'm gonna miss spaghetti dinner. I'm gonna miss the practice, and I'm gonna miss the freaking competition. I was like, no, I cannot. I'm like, I was like breathing, and then I felt my face getting like back to normal, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, thank god. I was like, all right. So like the nurses were all like freaking out, whatever, and my dad was like, your face literally turned so white, your lips were green. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's how horrible it was. A lot of my cousins were there, my sisters. My brother was actually the only one that didn't come, but most of my family was there, and they were all like there, whatever, and they were actually sitting on my bed, and I was sitting on the couch, and my sister post this picture of me. I'll put it right here. Friday night before like my spaghetti dinner. So I kind of came in late to spaghetti dinner because, you know, I was in the hospital. Girl was in the hospital. So the lady came in. She was like, how are you feeling? Like, how was your pain on 1 to 10? I was like 7, kind of 8. And she gave me more of the painkillers, and it was going away, and I was like, okay, can I leave now? She's like, okay, we're having you dismissed or whatever. I don't know, something that they have. They dismissed me or whatever, and I have like 2 pairs of socks. I have like the gray ones and then the blue ones. Come on now. So yeah, I have both socks. I have a wheelchair, and I get out because they don't let me walk, you know? Felt so blessed and relieved. I was like, oh my god, thank god this is over. I sat in the front, and I was like, haha, Mom. So I sat in the front. I came home. So I'm just realizing that I forgot to film an outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe right here. Watch this video and this video if you haven't already. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just popped a Zan, 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan, these red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her